My name is Sophia with IMI Inc. And if I can have your name?
My name is Rajiv.
All right, nice to meet you. And if you could just give me a little information about who you are and what you do and your involvement with the festival.
Well, myself work in the environmental industry. Currently, I am the director of Environmental Diagnostics Laboratory located in Clearwater, Florida. My passion towards cinema is immense, and Anjani Pandey is long known acquaintance and friend of mine. He's a very good friend of mine, and we have done together some movies, and I have on occasion advised him technically on movies and film. My specialty is in the dress and the decor, as well as maintaining the stage, managing the crew, that sort of thing. So I remember one of the film which we have done together is IMC, was a good story. So Anjani is a long friend of mine, and I really respect the passion what he has towards the cinema, and he has given, I believe, a lot of time to cinema, and he's trying to put together some good stories and stuff. And I do believe that he is taking it as a serious message towards the society, what is going on in society. His films are mostly geared towards the current affair, and he focused and he tried to bring the very serious issue in a very funny way to the society for a general understanding that how we lead our life and what is the message. So in nutshell, he tried to communicate his message really in a very fun and a simplified way, though the subject is very cliched on occasion. So I really like that, the idea, and that is cinema is all about, as you know, because cinema is nothing but the reflection of our life, our lifestyle, how we lead, how we should lead, and what is going on to make others bring together closeness in society, so that we can make some very informative decision when we have that kind of message.
And that's very important to do. That's a great way to bring people together through entertainment, and also if he uses comedy as well, it's a great way to unite people through laughter. So
Sure. He has another way that on occasion we discuss a lot of topic. Like I was telling you that though the message sometimes is very complex, but that is the creativity of an individual, that how you make that message first simplified, and then afterward it communicate in a way of fun, like you said, in fun of laughter, though the laughter is bringing you to those very informative information, but in a very fun way, so you understand as you go, so you don't have to go through reams of pages and book, and do not need to interact with thousands and millions of people, but in a very fun way you kind of get the message and you try to spread in the society. That's the beauty of life. Right?
yes, I agree. And you're from locally. You said you're from Clearwater.
Yes, I am. I'm residing in Clearwater. Actually, I work in Clearwater, but I live in Pinellas Park, which is all the suburb of the Bay Area, the Greater Bay Area. So our passion is always to collect some information. I'm also very vigilant. Sometimes, as you understand, that the Anjani is giving a lot of his time, but I kind of, as I said, you that associated with him, but not that much that what he is dealing with, but definitely I'm very vigilant and observant, and then I kind of bring the topic. On occasion we have some good discussion, and that's how we find the plot of story and stuff. We got a lot of critical what you call interaction with each other, but I kind of, as I said you, that you won't be seeing me very frequently, but I'm sort of a guy who work from behind the scene. So I bring some topic, discuss with that, and it's nothing but I have really great passion, but my job responsibility, I work in an emergency kind of job. As I told you that I'm a lab director, so I have to be in the lab, whenever I should be needed, I will be there. So in that kind of thing, but still I find time to support this human cause, or cause for the humanity.
All right. And do you mainly work behind the scenes, or do you ever step in front of the camera as well?
Sometime I do, yes. If he required some kind of character which he deems find me that I suit for the character. I try to act, but I do not have any kind of professional acting or anything. But I think on occasion I'm a good filler, if not more than that. So sometimes, yes, I do come in front of camera and I try to act as the situation demands.
Well, that's good. It's good to be able to do both as well. And then one more question: what inspired you to get into filmmaking?
I'm sorry?
What inspired you to get into filmmaking? Is it just a passion you've always had, or is it something that just evolved over time?
That's a very good question. Actually, my passion goes date back to my middle school career. That where we used to do some stage show and stuff in school. And what motivated me, obviously I was very young back then, but what was my motivation is that I used to see a lot of things as a child, as a growing up child, and I was like a privileged kid. So sometimes I used to question myself that some of the things which I do have, why don't others? So that have kind of always trigger me to think about that. So my thing has started from there, and then as probably you can understand that I'm an immigrant, so I have the very good idea about what is underprivileged versus the privilege. So that always has given me the thrust behind my thinking, and since that I have participated in my college days, my school days, and obviously it is my passion as well as it is my thinking in a broader prospect. If you think that always has bring me closer towards the people, closer towards the diversity of the people, and I try to share that what I have gathered in my this small little life journey. So I always want to share that, and I don't know whether what is good, what is not. So in other words, that how good is good, how good is great. I do not have that answer. Still, I am chasing that answer. Hopefully, one day I will get the answer for that. But till my journey will continue towards the passion to hunting those facts, and I still do not know what is true, what is false, as I said you, but I'm trying to understand the life a little better. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what motivated me to associate myself with the film.
Well, that's great. And life is a process. So, yes, it's continuing to evolve. And definitely, I know I'm figuring things out as I go as well. But it was a pleasure meeting you. And I wish you the best of luck on everything.
Likewise. And I'm glad that I had opportunity to talk to you.
Yes.
And I really appreciate. And anytime, anything you just film, that's really is in my heart. So I really want to associate. If opportunity come, I will do more.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.